President Zelensky also said that a new US proposal granting access to Ukraine's critical minerals significantly differs from the earlier draft presented by Washington. Speaking at a press briefing in Kyiv, Zelensky said the new framework formally submitted to his office will be compared to earlier plans. Well, joining us to discuss the latest developments in the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war and this latest announcement from Volodymyr Zelensky, we're joined by Dr. Sergei Dvorianov, President of the IDC Russia and Director of the WHD International Board, who is joining us from Moscow. Dr. Dvorianov, thank you very much for being here. The first thing I'd like to ask you is about the strikes that we've seen on Dnipro. Of course, strikes ongoing. Do you expect that to be the case for the foreseeable until a peace deal can be agreed?
We can see that all action from the Russian side is our dedication to complete our historical mission, which is support eastern part of Ukraine, which early belonged to Russia. Civilization is a Russian-speaking population. We didn't start this war, everybody knows. We was cheated a lot of time by Western Alliance. Minsk agreement, even the Chancellor of Germany, a previous former Chancellor, Angela Merkel, she confirmed that Minsk agreement was just a process where Western Alliance tried to buying time. And then they start to prepare and push Ukraine to attack Russian population in the eastern part. That's why this is not a war which was initiated by Russia. It is a conflict which was initiated and well prepared by Western Alliance. But right now we can see that Mr. Vladimir Zelensky, first of all, he is not independent. Second, he is not predictable at all. He is losing the situation with the war, and he is losing situation even with his relationship with Donald Trump. Before, everybody knows that Joe Biden was his boss. He lose his boss, and right now he try his level best, like a beggar, to approach the Prime Minister of UK. And of course, the Prime Minister of UK has himself a lot of challenges and problems inside his own country. Not only on financial, it's also problems with migration. Everybody knows that right now all Europe continent are under the big crisis. That's why we can see that the best way to bring peace to Ukraine is the way when we will select new responsible president of Ukrainian nation. It should be a real legal election, and Vladimir Zelensky, if he wants to be survived, he should legally deliver all this his power and prepare election. That is only one way, because how we can make any peace agreement without the signature of the real elected president? That is the question right
Dr.
now.
Dvorianov, I want to interrupt you there, because the rhetoric that you're saying is also something that Vladimir Putin has repeated, and the US have of course dismissed that and said Ukraine have the jurisdiction to decide who rules their country, something that has been backed up by the UN and other nations as well. I do want to move on away from that narrative. We're looking here at a potential minerals deal, a potential deal that could be signed between Ukraine and the United States. In this, it would see, of course, vital minerals going to the US. Do you think this is a chance potentially for Ukraine to get the US back on side, considering Russia are also seemingly stalling over peace talks?
We can see, first of all, that the new version of the agreement, which became known at the end of March, already applies to all Ukrainian natural resources, including coal, oil, and gas. It also provides that the United States will have the authority to control investments to infrastructure related to the exploitation of natural resources, including roads and railways, ports, mines, and processing plants. And unfortunately, we can see that Ukrainian experts assessing the draft agreement pointed out that, among other things, it would hinder European integration. And one of the Ukrainian officials speaking to the Financial Times on condition of anonymity, he called this US proposal a robbery.
Dr. Dvorianov, thank you very much for your time. That is all we have time for, but we'll continue to bring you more of the latest international news very soon.